everyone, I'm Lisa Renee Jones and also Lisa Renee Harrison, and this is my husband, my Mexican husband, Diego Harrison. In case you didn't notice, I'm white. I know, yeah. Yes, but here's the thing, when he got out of the shower this morning, he was standing there and I went, "You look really white." I don't think we could do an interracial video today because you look too white. Right?
Well, yeah, I'm not in the sun a lot right now.
Oh,
it's kind of
yeah,
winter.
it's because he's not in the sun a lot. Okay, but here's the thing. His mom is Spaniard. Well, Mexican. Your mom's going to kill me for saying that, right?
Well, part of her father is Spaniard and my grandmother's Mexican. So,
And actually directly from those countries, not like next generation there.
My mom is white skinned. I mean, her skin tone is just like Lisa's.
Yeah, so what I find with Diego is that he, what are you doing? He is, when he's not in the sun, he gets really, really white, but when he is in the sun, he gets really, really dark. Does your mom get really dark in the sun? No, that's the Mexican in you. But anyway, so Diego always wants everybody to believe he's Mexican, so...
Because I am.
I mean, I know you are. But see what I mean? Anyway, his family loves to tease him about this, that nobody knows he's Mexican, so he's not really Mexican, right? Your sister's worse.
Well, she gets it a lot more than me.
I think she looks more Mexican than you. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, she didn't mean that. If you listen to this, I told her to say that earlier before we started the video, because it's not true. Yeah, we get that a lot. Bianca tries her darndest to make sure the world knows that she's Mexican, because they confuse her as being white, especially when she talks on the phone.
She has pale skin. Well, why is that?
What?
Because when she talks on the phone, she doesn't sound Mexican? That's like so...
That's what I tease her on. And me and like her kids and stuff, and everybody in the family.
Yes, well, okay, so he wants to be Mexican so bad that he is the only person, I think, that we can say was ever excited when he was racially profiled. He comes home from school one day and he was like, "Guess what? I was racially profiled." I'm like, "What?" He's all happy. I have to call my mother and tell her. And he did. What happened? Tell the story.
I was walking to my car and I parked off campus, and I had to, at the school where I went, the off-campus parking, you have to walk through some woods to get to it. And so as I was coming out of the woods, I guess, on first glance, at dark, it looked suspicious maybe, I don't know what the cop was thinking, but the cop was driving up as I was walking out of the woods going towards my car, and he flashed his lights, I think, and made a little sound, and he pulled me over. He pulled over to me and
because there was like somebody who was Mexican running around or something.
He motioned me to come forward, and because I was wearing a hoodie, and not that had anything to do with it, but anyway, once I got closer to the car, I could see the disappointment in his eye. But still, I was still racially profiled, because even if it was from a distance, I was still racially profiled. He still felt obligated to tell me what was going on. He was like, "Well, we got a call that there was a guy walking around this neighborhood that was up to no good," or something to that effect. And, but then he just drove off.
But he was still so excited.
I knew that from a distance, from about, I don't know, maybe 20 feet or so, I was racially profiled.
I was racially profiled. And then another time we were in New York, we were there for this Harlequin art exhibit that they did for their covers, which was really, really cool. But we were walking through, there was like kind of a fair thing going on, and somebody from one of the booths screamed out, "Hey, I'm Mexican!" And he's like looking around going, "Maybe me!" His whole night was made. It was hilarious, right?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. People know I'm Mexican.
No,
I think that was just like a little short period of time where for some reason it was like the trend. Everybody was, like even the guy that we had hired to help clean out the garage, he started making Mexican jokes to me. Or not Mexican jokes, he started saying some derogatory things about Mexicans. Not directly, but saying, "Oh, there's a bunch of Mexicans," and things of that sort.
He didn't ever want to have him come back because he was having some people help him. It was back when we were still doing storage auctions, so we had gotten this poster, which we'll talk about in another video, but oh my gosh, we had posters everywhere from this 80s movie store, so he had him going through them and helping him to roll them, and he was like, he's never coming back.
Yeah, and so he missed out on a good paying job, but yeah, so it was during that time I'd gotten a lot of remarks or, comments that I wasn't Mexican, or they didn't know I was Mexican, otherwise they wouldn't have made those comments or remarks.
But in this video on this, it's so funny how, you don't want to hear those kinds of things from other people, but how if you're Mexican, you can make jokes about Mexicans, and a lot of people don't get that, and we can talk about that in another video. But there was this one day I can't help but talk about, we were in Denver looking at a house, and his dad was in town, and we're walking, and these white guys are mowing the lawn, and what did y'all say?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on.
Something to the effect how funny it was seeing a white guy mowing the lawn as opposed to...
No, your dad said, they're taking good paying Mexican jobs.
Oh, yeah. And that just led to a whole lot of...
Oh, yeah, just they went on and on and on. I could not wait until we got to the restaurant and they stopped. But anyway...
that was funny.
It was funny, I know.
I mean, we're from Texas, and every Texas... Well, wherever you look, there's nothing but Mexicans working on the lawns, and
God, that sounds like such a racial comment.
But it's the truth. I mean, it is.
Okay.
I had a lot of patients that did that for a living. They were fine with it. That's what they did.
He was a physical therapist for 8 years in Texas, but anyway, we'll leave it there, and we'll see you guys soon.